had a friend, a relative, a boss, or a partner that has been super negative, critical, or hypercritical of you, right? Maybe you even felt like this after talking to them. Or maybe you felt like you even needed to take a shower after interacting with someone. The National Coalition Against Domestic Violence states that 48.4% of women and 48.8% of men experience some type of psychological abuse from an intimate partner. I was born into a loving middle-class family with 3 older brothers. My middle brother told my mom that he wanted a baby sister for his birthday. I unknowingly, lovingly obliged, and I was born on my middle brother's 14th birthday. Now, my brother Richard, who was the youngest of the 3 boys, by the time I was a toddler, he was less than thrilled with my existence in the family. You see, he had been the baby for 10.5 years before I came along. My mother had had 2 miscarriages in between my brother Richard and myself. And not only did I steal his limelight, but I was the only girl in the family. Now, as you can imagine, being 10.5 years apart, there was quite a size difference between the 2 of us. This is when I was 5, and my brother Richard was 10.5. He used to chase me down the hallway, tackle me, sit on me, and tickle me until I couldn't scream, cry, or even breathe. Now, this went on for a while, and of course, if my mother ever heard him, she would scream at him, "Richard, stop torturing your sister." My brother Richard was the first toxic relationship in my life. Now, as we grow up, we all have awkward stages that we go through. Mine was in the 5th grade, and I had an uncle who was my mother's brother, who never missed the opportunity when he came to visit to tell me how ugly I was and how I would never amount to anything in my life. In this particular photo, he was getting ready to leave. We were all outside to have pictures, and once again, he grabbed my arm and had whispered in my ear how ugly I was, how I would never amount to anything, and reminded me how I better not ever tell anyone because he would deny it and they would hate me for being mean. Now, why do I share this with you? Because it's important for us to be aware of toxicity in our lives. Awareness is our first step to being able to change anything in our lives. A toxic relationship contaminates your self-esteem. It changes your happiness, how you see yourself, and how you see the world. Relationships can start out healthy, but bad feelings, bad history, or long-term unmet needs can contaminate and pollute the relationship and change the people in it. It's so important for us to know that it's not always on us, nor is it really the other person. See, things can change very quickly and can pollute the relationship. Toxicity comes in many forms. Some of them are, you walk on eggshells around this person. You feel queasy or uneasy when you're around them. They pick fights. They cause a lot of drama. They are super negative or hypercritical of you. They keep track, and there may even be physical or mental abuse, or both. There are 3 key things that you need to do to release toxic relationships. The first thing to release toxic relationships from your life, once you are aware of them, is you need to go back and really look at all the relationships in your life so that you can heal them and break those childhood patterns. You see, 95% of our vibrational reality resides in our subconscious mind. Have you ever driven somewhere and then once you got there, realized you didn't really know how you got there? You don't remember driving there. It's because the act of driving, if you've been driving for any length of time, has been downloaded into your subconscious. It's become a part of who you are and takes very little conscious effort on your part to get to where you're going. We need to know as well that toxicity becomes a pattern without us really even knowing that it's there. People who are toxic don't take responsibility for their own actions. They're always looking for the next person to blame. Love at the expense of self is not love. It's codependency, and it can turn toxic. We need to take care of ourselves and make sure that we are giving from a full cup. Now, what do I mean by that? When we take care of ourselves and we fill up our own needs, we can give from a place of abundance. We're not looking for someone else to fill us up and take care of us, because we've taken care of us. When we don't take care of ourselves, we become depleted. And as we become depleted, we can experience negativity, resentment, and it can turn toxic. I have worked with so many women over the years that this is their reality. There's nothing left to give. And then we wonder why we can't function. Women especially have been conditioned over generations to give to others first. There is absolutely nothing wrong with taking care of the people that we love and that are close to us. But we must do it from a place of abundance. We have got to stop self-abandoning. Now, the third thing that we need to do is take action. Inspired action. Okay, here we go. I'm sure most of you have heard the term or the saying that knowledge is power. I'm here to tell you that that's not true. You can have all the knowledge in the world, and if you do nothing with it, absolutely nothing in your life will change. So knowledge is not power, but applied knowledge is power. You must take inspired action. I would challenge you today to take the things that you have learned and apply them to your life so that you can break free of toxicity. Say yes to you and have happy, healthy, vibrant, amazing relationships. Thank you.